Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, okay, and you?
Oh, quite all right.
Good. How was the pizza bunt?
It was pretty good. I don't
Good.
know. It was fun. It was fun. It was the second attempt, but I don't know. It was fun. It's I don't know. It's not like it's bad, but it's kind of like I don't know. I'd rather I made a pizza tonight. I guess I'd rather have a pizza. You know what I mean? Like just I don't know. Pizza inspired or you know you're when you're making pizza something else it's always good, but pizza's just better when it's just pizza. I don't know,
Yeah.
whatever. But I made pizza tonight, so that was good.
Very, very
Yes,
cool.
yes. How or MLB, man, like
Ooh, yeah, less than a
right
week
around the
away.
corner.
Yeah. Everyone seems very high on your Cubs.
Everyone's
Rightfully so, too.
I it's fun and all. And I every time I feel, and I'm not like trying to be like anything, but every time I turn around, I feel like somebody's talking about how like watch out for the White Sox. So I don't know what's gonna happen there, but I mean, you never know what can happen, but I don't know. Maybe they'll just play off this whole like hatred of management because of the Drake LaRoche situation, and
I'm so glad it's finally over,
yeah,
seemingly.
they're gonna it'll be nice. Just to get the season started. You know what
Yeah.
it's and let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Got good starters. Maybe like a pissed off Chris Sale is like even better than a regular Chris Sale. Now you got Ozzy making comments about stuff.
No, he did.
No, he was talking about how just how I feel like so I can't really understand him, so I don't remember what he said, but like he was like, I think it was to the effect. I guess I should just look it up while we're talking about it. Um, but it was I think it was basically saying like just go out and you're the best hit. I think he specifically said, actually, funny enough, because this is totally Ozzy, you're the best pitcher in town, which I don't know if I agree or disagree with that. It's definitely a very correct statement in many ways.
Yes.
There's just like any there. I mean, there could be people who could argue with that, but I'm not going to make that argument right now because that's besides the point. Um,
Yeah.
you know, they're getting Ozzy game quotes, so you know what I mean. Like that's why I'm kind of like, well, I don't know you know but it's like but it's
Maybe.
like what I think it would be funny if all of a sudden Ozzy was back. give,
I can only
give him
imagine.
give him a little you know kick. No, it won't work. He can never come back. um
No.
I don't think so. I wouldn't I think you would want to, but I'm looking it up, but I really don't even want to. There's
Entertain
nothing in
it.
the news from like a couple days, so it was just like a little like sound clip on the score. And I'm sorry I didn't listen more closely, but I don't know.
That's okay. It's nothing. That's not really worth it then.
Like,
So
I don't know. He was. I mean, I don't know what it was like. I always kind of felt like I thought like he was a good manager because he did some things very well. Like he took pressure off of his teams better than I think maybe any manager I've ever seen. Like
I think he
just
did it.
how he'd start something and like he'd make the focus so everybody would be talking about him so people weren't like you know questioning the team about anything. All the questions were like having related to him. I don't know.
I
It
think
seemed
it
to work
it
at times.
worked. It worked at the time because no one had ever done it, seemingly, at least in this city. You didn't have a manager that was that, I don't know, vivacious, that dynamic. You had, okay, everyone looking on the other side of town, and very in a recent effect, you had Dusty Baker, who brought his kid in, used his son as a shield during press conferences, or he had that quote unquote pedigree to fall back on, but I don't know if he ever really uh, did understood the situation as well as Ozzie Guillen did. So, for whatever it's worth,
Hey,
yeah, it,
he won a World Series. So
yeah, yeah.
what am I? Who is anybody to say about his managing capabilities? Because he got to the top one season. So yeah, but it's very exciting. I think, I mean, just so many things go along with baseball. Like the weather's
Mm-hmm.
getting nicer, and yes, we have to sit and watch a ton of baseball games that'll be in cold weather, and the argument's going to come up. Shouldn't they do something about this? This is crazy that they're playing in this cold weather. But whatever. I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, baseball season's awesome. There's always like a game of some sort on. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
and
it's just nice
it's
to have
really
that
like,
noise.
I mean, it's unlike any other league. It is
Yeah.
like, no pun intended, a league of its own. You know what I mean? Like, or a league of their own, whatever. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's awesome, dude. They play 162 games. That's insane, dude. Think about that. Games, like full games. That could
Yeah.
be, you know, a 15 inning error. You know what I mean? It's
There's
fun.
no end.
It's
Yeah,
good.
there could be no end
I'm
in
glad it's
sight.
back. It's good stuff. And then we're at, right in the beginning is, there's three sports going on. So whenever there's three sports going on, I think it's very fun. Even though, the other two right now are like, it's like looking horrible, and then like a little bit way more horrible for our Bulls.
Yeah. Oh
Look
gosh.
like they could fall. They could not win 40 games, which is
I think it's a very strong possibility.
I think it's
I don't like it.
I think it's kind of crazy that they can, but whatever. That's just me.
Do you? Okay. It's funny because I was listening to the Late Show. So Lawrence Holmes earlier in the week. I want to say maybe Monday or Tuesday, and he was mentioning that the national beat seemed to be about a couple months behind, and then all of a sudden, a story came out today, and I think it was a national story that the Bulls are gathering interest or trying to gauge interest in Jimmy Butler getting traded. And I'm kind of like, did someone hear him and say, well, hey, let's actually see what's going on here with the Bulls? And yeah, is that the case? It's kind of such a hot mess right now. I shouldn't say kind of. It is a hot mess. It's a dumpster fire. It's nasty, and there's no end in sight because they've already previewed the fact that Paul Gasol is going to be your big free agent signing this coming off season, and that in itself alone should get somebody fired.
Well,
Just that fact that statement's getting out there.
I just I don't know. Just do I don't if you can trade him, get something back. If you're going to trade him, I mean, I don't know. It kind of seems like you got a bad situation, but then are you going to keep like are you going to stick with a coach again? Now are you going to stick with the coach? Whereas like I don't know. It doesn't seem like that Fred Hoiberg is working out. It doesn't really seem like they have uh, that he has control over his team, but I don't know. They're what are you gonna do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do they blow it up? How do you blow up an NBA team? If you're trading people, you got to get something back. So I don't know. I'm always interested in, even though hey, there's what better than trading any sort of problem for another problem. So why not DeMarcus Cousins?
Yeah.
But then you have that, like, who's your coach then? Because you don't get DeMarcus Cousins and keep Fred Hoiberg around. I don't think. But I don't know what you do. I don't know what you do. It's kind of sad because I don't know. It was funny. Here's another thing that it was funny that I heard it because the other day I was thinking, I'm like, the Lakers are really crappy, the Bulls are really crappy, and the Knicks are crappy, right? And I couldn't remember because, I mean, the basketball I grew up with is like I was, so in I was 14 for the Bulls' first title, so that was like any basketball I knew was like late 80s, all through the 90s basketball. So
Yeah.
I kind of have that in my mind, you know what I mean? And it's I don't know, basketball's not like that anymore. It's completely different, but I just know that what they have is not working out.
No, it really isn't. I almost wonder if they if they kind of knew that this is just going to be if Fred was here, because what do you get, a 5 year contract? I feel like 4 year contract.
I think so.
I mean, it's outrageous the amount of years that he got for a complete rookie. So as far as NBA head coach is concerned, so I almost wonder if there was something else in place saying, you know what, we're probably going to take some heat and it's going to be bad for a couple of years, but let's get through the Derrick Rose contract. Let's see what else happens, and let's just put together some sort of mediocre product out there that we can get into the playoffs, and and we'll satisfy everybody, saying, "Hey, look, we got into the playoffs, even though even though they lost, they'll lose in the first round." Yeah, it's settling for mediocrity, and that's just kind of what I don't really like right now in the organization. But again, that's just more so me.
They signed a
So
5-year contract for 25 million.
that's preposterous.
Yeah, $25 million. That's crazy. But yeah, it's I don't know. It's not that I don't know. I feel like I'm looking for the same NBA, but it's not the same NBA. But it's not.
Yeah.
That's not. That's I'm old timing them right now. But it's never gonna happen again. That's not gonna be like you can't this NBA is about like gathering stars. I feel like, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, but then again, at the same time, look at Golden State built a team,
Hmm.
and that's so maybe it is there. Maybe you can do it, but you just got to do it differently. So okay, so if the season ended today, they would be not in the playoffs. They did play tonight. They did win tonight. Um, they are currently one game out of the eighth and final playoff spot, which the eighth and final playoff spot gets to play Cleveland. So
There you go. Hang your hat on that.
there you go. I mean, it is what it is. I don't know. I feel like a basketball team is like, how do you build? You know what I mean? How do you build that?
Right.
Like it's like I understand putting together a football team, even though doing it poorly. Like I don't understand. Like how do you not? It seems like there's so many more examples of poor than there are like really solid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Eh, Whatever. Basketball's almost over though. It's baseball season, and then football's right around the corner. See any,
Yeah, it's scary.
see any movies or